Hi Scorpio, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your monthly reading for May. I hope everybody is well. I am going to take a quick second to remind everybody that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every Scorpio out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. We're going to start with your current energy, and then we're going to look at May in depth. We're going to start with the first week of May, work through each week to the end of the month. As always, though, Scorpio, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of Scorpio? What would you like Scorpio to know for the month of May? All right, Four of Wands. Wow, so some of you guys could have recently gone into a relationship, or there could be something about marriage that is here on the table. Let's see what's crossing that. Could also be a celebration. It's not always a relationship. Sometimes it's about celebrations. It is indicating some stability, though, so that's positive. Scorpio, show me what's crossing this Four of Wands. Yeah, the Hangman. The Hangman. You could be waiting for this relationship as well, waiting for marriage, waiting for a relationship, waiting for stability. Let me see what's happened in the past. Six of Swords, you moved forward from something that was chaotic, something that was causing a lot of chaos and dysfunction in your life. You moved, towards your peace. You're moving towards a solid relationship. Let me see. Wow, this is happening. Yeah, because you cut someone out. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Either someone cut you out or you cut someone out. And that's why all this is happening. There's some anger that's here as well. I'm definitely feeling some anger. Let me see what's on your mind. Page of Wands, you're looking for someone new. You could also be thinking about communicating with somebody. But this is, for a lot of you, this is someone new. Let me see what's happening in May. The Magician. Okay, so Scorpio, you're definitely manifesting here. You're manifesting a solid relationship, possibly marriage. It's something you've been waiting for. You're looking for this ideal relationship. You may have recently cut someone out or someone cut you out. Regardless, you moved away from the chaos. You're moving into peace. And I feel like there's either someone new in your energy or you're manifesting someone new. So let me see how you're showing up in the reading. Some of you could be dealing with a Gemini. Show me how Scorpio is showing up in this reading. All right, you are showing up as the Two of Cups. So you're looking for love. You definitely want, and your heart is open here. You want a soulmate relationship. You want somebody who is going to reciprocate, somebody who is on the same page as you. Now the energy coming towards you is the Fool in reverse, sign of Pisces. But this is somebody who might be afraid to take a risk. So let's see Spirit's advice. All right, Spirit's advice is the Seven of Pentacles. Spirit is saying you have to be patient in this situation. You have to be patient and wait and see what is going to happen. I am hearing you'll know a tree by its fruit. I do think that's biblical, if I'm not mistaken. But there's a need for you to be cautious here, to wait and see what's going to happen here. Let me see what is the outcome at the end of May. The Wheel of Fortune. Fantastic. I love this for you because this is one of my favorite cards. It's like everything begins to move in your favor. It's very favorable. It's receiving good karma. So this is good. This is really good. I can see that you've gone through something here and you've successfully moved away from it. And now you're waiting for the love that you deserve. All right, so bottom of the deck is the Nine of Pentacles. This is underlying energy, and it does indicate that a couple of things. It does indicate you're working very hard, you're stacking your coin. It also shows me that you are working on your connection with spirit. You're showing up here as being very independent and strong. And it's also the Empress in the lower arcana. So I do feel like you know your value, you know your self-worth, Scorpio. I do feel like you're moving in a very strong and independent way. So let's look and see. We're going to clarify spirit-wise the Four of Wands here for Scorpio. The Sun. Yeah, you want happiness. You want happiness, you want marriage, or if not marriage, you want a solid relationship, you want the stability, you want to be able to celebrate. So you're moving away from something very chaotic. Why is the Hangman here? I'm getting a lot of Pisces energy for some of you. Yeah, Ace of Wands, that's a new beginning. That's a new beginning. You're waiting for this passionate new beginning. Show me why the Six of Swords is here. Oh, someone betrayed you. Ten of Swords, Five of Pentacles reversed, and the Seven of Pentacles reversed. All right, so you could have, this is somebody I feel like you were waiting to reconcile with. This person betrayed you. There could have been a false reconciliation. Yeah, you were hopeful that you could reconcile with this person, but there's a sense of betrayal here. The betrayal is involving not investing properly in this relationship. And I do feel like you waited for this person for quite some time, and then finally you decided it was time for you to move forward. So, and you're no longer investing in this person. Now you're investing in you. Yeah, you're investing in your own happiness. You're investing in things that are solid. So I do feel like you've done a lot. For you to be showing up here in this Nine of Pentacles, I feel like you've done a lot of work on yourself. Let me see why the Queen of Swords is in reverse. Yeah, there's your Empress right there. There's your Empress. You cut somebody out of your life and you moved into this Empress energy, and that's why all of this is happening. So you know your value, you know your self-worth, you're not out chasing after anything, you're kind of sitting back, you're allowing things to flow to you, you're very prosperous, and you're showing up here as a very high energetic energy. Your energy is high, your vibration is high, and you're just letting everything flow to you. I love this for you. Let me see why this Page of Wands is here. Why is the Page of Wands here? Ten of Coins, Four of Coins, and the Ten of... So you're at the end of a cycle here. Ten of Wands. So you're at the end of a cycle. You've been holding on to something. So you're thinking about this. This is in your thoughts, right? You're realizing that holding on to an old connection is causing problems. You definitely feel that you're supported by close friends or family, but you're very guarded, I feel like, even with them. And I feel like, you know, you're realizing that it's time to move forward, that holding on to the past, holding on to an old relationship that at one time you thought was going to go the distance. I feel like you know that holding on to that is only going to cause you more problems. So this is the process of you piecing this out, you thinking about it, figuring it out. I'm also seeing that you are pretty guarded here. Yeah, and you do feel a bit overwhelmed. You feel a bit overwhelmed, unsure of what direction to move sometimes. But you do feel supported, so that's good. But even with those people, you're guarded. So I feel like with the Page of Wands, you're hoping that there is somebody new that is going to come into your energy. This is what you're waiting for. You're waiting for that happiness. You're waiting for a new beginning that is just passionate and stable. So let's look at May and see what's happening, because I see you manifesting all of this. Show me May for Scorpio. Show me May for Scorpio. All right, so we have Judgment. We have the Three of Wands reversed. We have the Five of Swords reversed. We have the Two of Pentacles. We have the Page of Swords reversed. Temperance. Ace of Pentacles. Justice. And the Queen of Swords in the upright. Interesting. All right, so Scorpio, like I said, I see you moving into the month manifesting what it is that you would like. I do feel like you're no longer, in the first week, you're deciding that you're no longer going to wait for a reconciliation with this past person. You don't want to fight about it. You're avoiding any kind of conflict, and you legitimately would like to end the conflict, but you're not waiting around for this person any longer. You're making a judgment call here, and that judgment call indicates that you feel that maybe that's not where your future lies any longer. So I definitely feel that you are listening to spirit. You're definitely very spiritual here. And you could be receiving messages from spirit, but I feel like you're no longer waiting for this person from the past. And you're not doing this, and you're not moving forward egotistically either. You're not in your ego. You just don't want the conflict. You don't want the problems. In the second week, there is something here that you're bringing balance to, perhaps a situation. It doesn't necessarily have to be, it doesn't necessarily have to be in love. There's some sort of a conflict that you're resolving here to bring balance back. And it's a decision that you made. I feel like it could be with somebody who omitted telling you the truth, or, like they didn't tell you everything. It doesn't even necessarily feel like it's in love. It could be a friendship. It could be a family member. It could be a lover. I'm not sure. But there's definitely, in the second week, a conflict that's coming to an end as you bring balance back into the situation. In the middle of the month, I do feel like, you're finding your balance. There's a lot of healing that's going on. There is somebody new here that I feel like it's possible that there's somebody new here that you have been praying for. I'm seeing you praying for somebody, hoping for somebody, but yet not seeing that person, which is, I've never really gotten that total energy before. But anyway, by the third week, I do see that there's somebody new that is coming into your energy. You don't see this person. You could have an influx of money in that third week as well. So if you're doing something or looking for an influx of money, it'll probably be in that third week. It could have come about through some sort of a court decision, or it could be karmic justice that brings this into you. But for some of you, there's a sum of money coming in. For others of you, you may have a Libra coming into, or a Sagittarius coming into your energy. Yeah. Or possibly even an Aquarius, or I'm seeing air sign energy, but in particular Libra. And I am seeing something to do with Sagittarius. This person could be entering your energy in the third week. So be aware of that. I definitely see that you are being guided and protected, and that's what's helping to bring in balance and healing here. I also see you doing a lot of prayer. There's a deeply spiritual type of energy that I'm seeing in your reading here. I do see some sort of a new beginning happening in the third week. It's a very stable, it's like a gift from God. It's what you have prayed for. It's what you have been manifesting. It is good karma. You have 2 cards of good karma here, particularly towards the end of May. And what that's going to do is either bring in a large sum of money for you or a stable new beginning. So I do like that. I like that a lot. Strong Libra energy. And I don't feel like you're going to see this coming, because in the middle of the month, there's a sense of not really seeing this. But really still leaning into your faith and balancing out your energies here. So third week, I see something big coming. And the fourth week, that's when I see, you know, for some of you, you may have some sort of a court type of issue going on. I feel like things are going to go in your favor. And this could also be spiritual court. So there's like a sense of receiving karma for things that you have done positively in the past. I'm also seeing in the fourth week, by the end of the month, you are open to talking to someone. Somebody you could have had some kind of difficulty with. I feel like this would be whoever you cut out or whoever cut you out. I feel like you find your balance, and really and truly things are moving so positively in your direction. It's like you're like, okay, we can talk about this, but my boundaries are up, and if you so much as act up on me, I'm going to lop your head off here with my sword. So you're in that Queen of Swords energy. You have good boundaries here, and you're aware that everything is moving in your favor. So it's like you're generous, but only up to a point. If this person isn't going to lie to you, if they're not going to be, you know, upfront with you, if they're not going to treat you correctly, then you're going to just like cut them off. So, all right. And I see that happening around the end of the month. Let's look at your energy. You have the Two of Cups here. So I do feel like you are open to love. I feel like you're seeking a soulmate kind of love. I don't feel like you're looking for just anybody, you know. Not in the Empress energy. All right. Page of Wands reversed. 9 of Swords. 2 of Swords. And the 5 of Wands. So, yeah, you're turning down anybody who isn't coming to you with this soulmate energy. You don't want just anyone. You're open to love. You're showing up here as being very loving, very open, but with deep boundaries. So I do feel like there is somebody, particularly in the first week, that you're likely to turn down. This would be somebody new. I do see that there is concern and worry. There's sleepless nights over some sort of a decision that you're making. Yeah, you're kind of sitting on the fence. You're at a crossroads in your life, and there's a decision that you need to make. And I feel like you're deeply conflicted about this, which is causing you some sleepless nights. So let me see the energy coming towards Scorpio. Show me the energy coming towards Scorpio. All right, so we have the 8 of Wands reversed. We have the 9 of Cups. And we have the 10 of Cups reversed. All right, so the energy that's coming towards you, this is somebody who wants to take a risk with you, but they are afraid to do so. So they're kind of blocking it. They actually are looking at you as, you know, wish fulfillment. This is somebody who, you know, thinks that you're exactly what they want, but they're blocking it because of fear. So this is somebody that's very fear-driven here. They want to take this risk, but they're afraid to do so. And it's leading them to feel very unhappy. And for some of you, this person is self-medicating. So they're literally blocking this new beginning. They won't take the risk, and they're blocking their own happiness. And, you know, I don't really care for this person's energy because they're seated in fear. And instead of doing something about that fear, they're shutting down and they're self-medicating for some. For others, you know, they're just choosing to be single. Or if not single, they're choosing to be alone. So I just heard the word single wasn't proper. They're choosing to be alone and sit in their own unhappiness. They won't take the steps necessary to achieve the happiness. So they're blocking their own happiness. All right. And this is somebody I feel like you were waiting for. You may even be questioning if this is somebody that, you know, only wants the sexual, if they're not truly, you know, if they're not truly like in the right energy. So let's see Spirit's advice. Show me Spirit's advice for Scorpio. All right, we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed, Queen of Cups reversed, and the Devil in reverse. So there's a karmic element to this, Scorpio. Spirit is saying be patient. Do not give your love to somebody who is toxic. Do not give your love to somebody who will keep you stuck. That a tree will show you know, what kind of tree it is by its fruit. So you have to watch and look at the actions, not the words. You have to be patient to see and let this person show themselves. Do not engage in toxic activity. Do not give your love to just anyone. And do not give your love to someone who will keep you stuck and not really offer you anything. Again, I'm hearing, you know, a tree will show itself by its fruit. So let me look at your outcome. Show me the outcome. Show me the outcome for Scorpio. Yeah, the Star. Page of Pentacles. And there's that Nine of Coins again. That was your underlying energy. All right, so what this is showing me is that by the end of the month, Scorpio, things are definitely going to be moving in your favor. And it's a show of karmic justice here for you. It's a show of, you know, you receiving positive karma for past deeds. So I do feel like hope is coming back into your life. Things begin to move in your favor. Your money is definitely going to be looking good. And I do feel like you're finding balance. There's a lot of healing. So the karmic justice and the good fortune that's coming into your life is because you have taken the time to do this healing and to move towards something that is more balanced. So I do feel that you're going to get a wish come true here, but it looks to me like it's going to be in the form of somebody new with this Page of Pentacles. This person is going to come in and they're going to be offering something very small initially. I do feel that by the end of the month, you're still in this very single energy, but you're in the Nine of Pentacles energy. This person is offering up that 10th pentacle, and that's what you're looking for. You're looking for your 10 of Pentacles, something that will go the distance, something that will last for a long time. If, you know, last for, you know, like the 10 of Pentacles is known as the everything card. You have the money, you have the love, you have the perfect lifestyle. It's the culmination, and it's very earthly and grounded. It's not pie in the sky. And this is what you've been holding on to, but having a hard time finding. It is coming, and it's coming in the form of somebody new. And that will happen towards the end of the month. Yeah. I feel like you're going to be a little bit defensive because you've gone through so much with somebody else. I do see that other person in your energy. I do see them returning. I also see, you know, Spirit telling you, look, Scorpio, you have these options here, and a tree will tell you what kind of tree they are by the fruit that they bear. So you have to really slow down. You have to be patient. You have to watch to see what all these people in your life are actually producing. All right, but I see good things happening for you by the end of the month. Everything's going to really be turning in your favor, and I like that. You've done a tremendous amount of healing, and I see a deeply spiritual nature here. So I think you're being rewarded for that by the universe. Bottom of the deck is the Four of Swords in the reverse. This does indicate that there is still some healing that needs to take place. And it also does indicate communication with somebody that you may have been not talking with for a little while. All right, I'm going to pull from the Foxfire deck. It's one of my favorite decks. I'm pulling for Scorpio. See if we can get any final thoughts or guidance. All right, so we have number 2, acceptance. All right, so let's see what that is all about. Give me just a second, Scorpio. Accepting what is a powerful way to step into your own creative force and be a part of what will be. For change is weaving its way within the world of the kitsune, and while there is sadness at the fading of one season, there is a sense of gratitude for all that has been. Instead of lamenting deeply, this kitsune shows us how to gracefully open our hands and let go of what now must pass. The passing is not forever, it is simply for a time, but we are reminded with this card to allow whatever needs to leave now to go, and to stay within the moment of change and appreciate its gifts. Sense the change all about you and allow yourself to become a part of the change. To be gracious and graceful in the acceptance, which is no passive thing, no weakness, and truly not so much a surrender as an acknowledgement of the passing. It is presence and recognition and allowance. This card can be of assistance to those of you who are unable to see the blessings and gifts within the transition, and to those of you who are rushing through the change, hoping rushing will help you cope. Take your time to savor the passing, just as this kitsune is admiring and immersing themselves in the gifts of the autumn maples. Know that the acceptance of this impermanence brings a deep and lasting sweetness, a beauty that can uplift and strengthen you, and a place where you can now decide what it is you will change within yourself to match the change all about you. Take time to make adjustments to your own self. Explore yourself and know what it is that can be enhanced and what can be left behind. There is a harvest to come at the end of this letting go, and the harvest will grant you abundance according to the depth of your own willingness to embrace the cyclic nature of this heavenly life upon earth. All right, so Scorpio, it looks like you're in the middle of a transition here, but I feel like if you just ride that flow, and you move through this transition, you've just got so much good that's coming your way. All right. So I hope that this has been helpful for you. If you have resonated with this, Scorpio, please hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe. And until I see you in your next reading, namaste.